to welcome the families of these two young women and invite them to stand in honor of all family members and friends who are here today. We know you're out there somewhere. It's useful to have, for the audience, to have a little background on these two very impressive women. The president of the class and the head of the Senior Challenge comes from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and her major is early childhood education, which should please Dan Gadra and a few others here. She's a member of SAD, the Student Admissions Association, the yearbook staff, the education club, and the choir. She's chaired the Big Little Sis group. She has done student admissions representations for us. She enjoys, obviously, working with children and youth. She plans to return to Philadelphia to teach after graduation. She received the Mary Margaret Rose Award during her junior year and made the Dean's List during her senior year. Now, a little bit about Tamika. She says her hometown is almost anywhere in the United States. She's lived there. Her family right now comes from Cleveland, Mississippi. Her mother is an entrepreneur in Beaumont, Texas. Her major is economics. She's been the Spanish House Treasurer senior year. She studied abroad during her junior year in the Dominican Republic, where she taught English as a second language. She's been a member of the Student Government Association, the Black Student Union, House Council, the Ahana Literary Magazine, and she enjoys teaching English as a second language. Madam President.
Thank you. As president of the senior class for the class of 1994, I'm pleased to announce this year's Senior Challenge pledge. Senior Challenge is a student-run fundraising effort for Hood, a tradition that originated with the 1981 senior class. As graduating seniors, it is our first opportunity to give to the college the way so many generous alums do each year. This year, thanks to the time and energy of several classmates, we asked each member of the class of 1994 to make a pledge to the college payable over the next 5 years. Dr. Church, the 101st class, the class of 1994, is proud to announce our Senior Challenge pledge of $8,120. This year, the class of 1994 would like to announce that $1,000 of our class gift money will be going to the Jennifer Ann Friend Scholarship set up here at Hood. As for the rest, we, the class of 1994, would like to give $10,965.97 to the college for new projection equipment to be bought and used in Rosenstock for the rest of the college and classes that follow us to enjoy. Also, each year at commencement, Dr. Church is given a gag gift, so to speak, by the graduating class. This year, as each member of the 101st class, the class of 1994, walks across the stage, she or he will be dropping one shiny new 1994 penny into the 101 Dalmatian Bank on stage. This, as the faculty, administration, staff, and families of the 101st class know, will signify how we truly are number one. We are the best, and just as pennies from heaven fall, we were lucky to land on the Hood campus. These bright, new shiny pennies shine now, as we, the class of 1994, will shine bright in the future. And as our final remembrance, we have for Dr. Church a 101 Dalmatian doll, to remind her of the best class to ever graduate from Hood College in Patriots. The 101st class, the class of 1994.
Sandy, you're amazing. You climbed to the top of the steeple, and then you announced on behalf of your class some absolutely remarkable gifts. I'm particularly touched by your gesture of love and affection for the student we lost so tragically in the fall to an automobile accident, Jennifer Ann France. Before we move on to the honorary degree activity, I would like to thank, on behalf of all of us who listened to her last night, Linda Bosmajian. She gave a perfectly splendid baccalaureate address accompanied by music. She was not, I understand, a vocalist, but it was a wonderful gesture on the part of the advisor who has loved this class dearly for 4 years. I'd also like to thank everyone who's been involved in getting the campus ready through some very difficult days just recently and getting us ready for the commencement today. Everyone, I think, has worked for the betterment of the college and for strengthening of it for the long-term future. I'm going to put my Dalmatian aside, although I would love to hug it all the way through commencement. But that might not look dignified while we're doing the awarding of honorary degrees. So we're going to seat the doll. Better looking than the president. By our great good luck, you're getting, as the 101st class, 2 commencement addresses, both mercifully brief. They have promised me, and I also guarantee them, I cut off ankles if they start going on too long, because we do know there are other things that the students know the trustees have voted, namely the diplomas. But you do take an opportunity at each commencement to welcome into the friendship and into membership of the community, and this part is Hood, people who did not graduate necessarily from the college, but people in whom you have sort of great faith and for whom you have great admiration, and really see these individuals as wonderful role models for students. And we believe today we have brought to the campus 2 extraordinary individuals. And if you turn your programs to the background, and they're beyond all the honors that have been garnered by the senior class, there's some remarks about these 2 distinguished women. Because we're going to be awarding a Doctor of Science degree to Shirley Malcolm, the head of the Directorate for Education and Human Resources Programs, the American Association for the Advancement of Science, and an honorary Doctor of Humanities degree to Roseanne Ridgway, co-chair of the Atlantic Council of the United States. She said it's Roseanne. It's Roz. That'll go more easily. What I'd like to do now is invite Dr. Boyd, the acting dean, and we hope soon to be the dean of the graduate school and professor of biology, to bring Shirley Malcolm to the podium for an honorary Doctor of Science degree.
Throughout your life, you have worked diligently to pave the way for women and minorities to enter professions in science and technology. As head of the Directorate for Education and Human Resources Programs of the American Association of the Advancement of Science, you have opened the doors of opportunity for underrepresented groups, encouraged education reform, and promoted a greater understanding of the importance of science. You have shared your knowledge and understanding of national issues as a member of the Advisory Council of the Carnegie Forum on Education and the Economy and of the the Education Advisory Council of the Carnegie Cooperation. In 1987, you were honored in the annual Salute to Black Women Who Make It Happen. Today, Hood College takes great honor in saluting you for your contribution to individual lives, to science, and to our society.
Now comes the wonderful part for me. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Hood College and by the State of Maryland, and upon recommendation of the trustees of the college, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities pertaining thereto. And those are very heavy responsibilities. She gets on our mailing list. In token whereof, I hand you this diploma and I direct the marshals to vest you with the hood of Hood College.
President Church, honored guests, trustees, graduates, I want to thank you for the honor that you have bestowed upon me. I accept it in the name of all of those people who are out there struggling to bring science to people and people to science. It's the first time I've had a good day. I'm thrilled to join you on such a wonderful day. No matter how many times I participate in commencement ceremonies, I never cease to be excited and thrilled at the ceremony, at the pomp, and at what it represents. The ritual and the pageantry that connect us to the past. We've had a lot of reminders this spring of the passing of eras. Just this week, with the death of Mrs. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, we had the passing of the era of Camelot. With the election of Nelson Mandela, we had the passing of the era of apartheid. This week, we celebrated the 40th anniversary of the passage of an era of legal separation in education in this country, with the anniversary of the Brown versus Board of Education decision. We look back and we know that all of our problems haven't been solved by the mark